Hey everyone, Sue Hansen here. I apologize for my casual dress, but when you are an entrepreneur who gets to work from home, you get to dress very casually. And I told myself when I had the last day, which I was actually laid off back in 2008, of this job where I had to dress in these hot, hot clothes and be out in the hot, hot sun, and then also be out in the really cold winter, that I wasn't going to do that anymore when I was working for myself. So I'm a t-shirt girl. I like to wear t-shirts when I'm relaxing at home. And so I've got my t-shirt and jeans on, and I wish you to get to your goals as quickly as possible so you can be home being comfortable wearing whatever it is that you like to wear, even working in your pajamas, which is awesome. So we're on video 2 in our marketing series, and this video is going to be not that long because we kind of have to go into an overview, and then I will probably have a part 2. But what we want to talk about at this point is, now that you've picked out your product that you want to sell, you've gone through the criteria, and some of those criteria, as you can remember, let's just recap a little bit here. Let me see if I can. Let's just see if I can recap just a little bit real quick here. For me personally, just to give an example, I like recurring income, and I'm writing with the mouse, so it's a little bit hard. I'll just call it residual. Well, we'll call it recurring. Recurring, we'll just abbreviate recurring income. Oops. To me, that's important. That's that every month I can count on a certain level of income once I build it to that point. It really helps you plan your business a lot better than having all these up and downs all over the place. So to me, I wanted to make sure that I pick something that has recurring income. Also, to me, it's important to know that I'm going to have the opportunity to make some bigger sales that can bring in big infusions of cash. So that's something I look for as well. Larger or one-time, larger, larger influx or inflow, however you want to word it. Of cash. That's really important to me. I like the idea of being able to build the recurring or the residual, but then on top of that, stack something that can bring in a larger amount, those one-time larger payments. So that's important to me. And then the last one that's important to me, I don't really want to handle a lot of the customer service. I don't want to deal with returns or stocking products in my house. So for me, I like to have a virtual product with no employees. Virtual product. I'm just going to put P, well, I'll put P-R-O-D. P-R-O-D. And I also like to have no fulfillment, which means I don't have to deliver it. Or, the beauty of, and we'll talk about this as we move forward, but the beauty of having a digital product is you don't have to physically go and grab it, put it in a box, and ship it to someone. Once you get the original funnel or delivery system set up, it's okay to have you're okay to fulfill it yourself, because there really isn't anything more for you to do once you get the initial setup done. It's just someone putting in their email. It's an automatic process. They get the product delivered. So no fulfillment. I'm just going to put that, and then I don't want to do I don't want to do any shipping. No shipping. Shipping, customer service kind of thing. Okay. So those are some of the things that I look for when I'm looking for a product. And there's multiple ways to do that. As we mentioned earlier, you can do an affiliate program. I have a couple different things I'm building right now where I not only get to build a residual, which basically pays me over and over. I sell something once, I get paid again and again and again because it's based on a subscription. But there's also some built-in larger payments, and I don't own a big infrastructure like I did with when I owned my offline, my brick and mortar. So I have a lot less headaches. I get to basically hand off the parts that I don't like, the customer service. Yes, you still help your personal people, but it's more of, okay, I can direct you where to get that taken care of. You really can't go into the back office and do anything for them unless you're showing them how to do something, but that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm more talking about things that relate to canceling an account or giving a refund, things like that. I like to work with people where I can show them how to get to the next step. So let me erase this. Sorry, I've been caught. I've been doing videos and I'm completely hoarse. Let's see if I can. There we go. We're going to talk about, now that you've got your product, okay, I'm going to assume that you went ahead and did the actions to find a product. And if not, if you really need help narrowing one down, you can talk to me. I can tell you a little bit more about what I'm doing, and maybe it's something that would strike a chord with you as well. But you have to have a product to move forward. So, assuming you have a product, then what you need to do is get somebody, a suspect. We like to call people who are kind of interested in something, the area that you're selling in, the category or the niche that you're selling in, but they're not aware of your service product. They're not aware of you. You're the brand of you. They're not aware of that yet. So somehow we have to take them from being totally unaware to going over here where they're actually going to buy your product. And that's, of course, the end goal. You don't get paid. You want to get paid, you want to be able to go and put money in your wallet, right? Your billfold or your wallet. You want to be able to do that. You want to be able to put money into your wallet. Sorry about the artwork, it's hard with a mouse. But if you want to be able to do that, then you need to be able to get someone from over here. We're just wandering around on the internet, doing some blind search, to over here. How do you get them from here to here? And hang on 1 second here. I hear some background noise. I was going to pause it because I didn't want you to hear the background noise, but I'm not sure that I can when I'm drawing, so let me close that off. So you have someone over here that's totally unaware of your brand, and you need to get them over here so they can buy something, and you can put the money in your wallet, build toward your goals. And how do you do that? How do you get them? How do you get that person from here to here? Well, first of all, you want to be fishing in the right fishing hole, and that's something that requires you to target correctly and put your, throw your line out in the right place, in the right type of fishing area. But before you can even get to that point, you have to create a funnel, a sales funnel, a sales process for people to go through, so that once you throw your line into the right fishing area, or hopefully the right fishing area, you're going to have some really attractive bait. Something so juicy that they can't help but strike on your line. So how do you do that? Well, let me erase a little bit here. What you need to do is consider that it usually takes more than one exposure for someone to make a buying decision. And if they've never heard of you, it's basically you putting your offer, your product, and saying, buy me, buy this, right in front of them. The very second that they walk in and see your product, the chances of them buying, unless they're desperate for water and you're selling water. They're in the middle of the Sierra Desert. You're selling water and they don't have any. Unless it's something like that, you don't have a lot of chances. You got to warm them up a little bit. You don't want to ask someone to marry you before you even go on your first date. You have to get to know each other. You have to build a rapport. You have to see if you even like each other. Not that much different in marketing. That warm-up period can take 5 minutes or it can take 5 months. It doesn't really have a time frame, and it depends on so many different things. But the process itself is pretty much the same. So you need to have, first of all, you need to be able to continue the conversation. And how you do that is by collecting their emails so that you can do some follow-up conversation with them. So your product's over here. We'll just put a big $sign, oops, and a P. You're over here, or your person's over here, and there's certain things you need to do. If you were to just advertise somewhere, you have a page, an advertising page, and when they clicked on this link, if it's just a link, and when they clicked on this link, they went directly over here to a sales page selling this product. Well, oops, sorry about that. It's supposed to say link, not ling. When they clicked on the link, they rubber band them right over here. That would basically give you one little try. And if they didn't like this, if you didn't catch their attention, if it was too expensive, you have 0 opportunities to sell them something else. Worse yet, what usually happens, let's say this is an affiliate product where you've chosen this, and let's say the offer was that they will pay you, I'll just say they'll pay you 50%. They're paying you 50%. Whatever the sale price is. You can do much better than that, by the way. But let's say they're going to pay 50% of the $100 sale price. Okay. You just, let's say you did paid marketing. You just paid money. Let's say you paid money to get some people to click on this link. And when they click on this link, they're directed right over here to this big sales page that this company owner has put together for you to use to help sell this product so you can get 50%. The problem is you didn't put anything between here and here to collect the email address. Nothing. You just shot them right over here. You're not collecting the email. So basically you paid money over here, you shot them over here, completely bypassed collecting the emails, so you would start building your list. The most valuable asset a marketer can have is a list. You basically threw this money away. Because even if they buy this, they're not going on your buyer list. They're going to go on this person's buyer list though. So they pay 0 for advertising. This is pretty smart of them. This is a really good, smart thing. They paid 0 to advertise their company. You'd pay it for their advertising. And the person probably came over here and had to put their name in, and this person built their list. So don't do that. That's not the right way. We're going to teach you how to do it. Don't build someone else's list. Build your own list. Sometimes you'll end up building theirs too, but you want to build your own list. And there's definitely ways to do that. Okay, so let's talk about that. This is what we're going to focus on. We're never going to build a funnel that doesn't do this. So the process we want is basically going to still the same end. You want to sell something, our product, to make a commission so that you can put money into your wallet and be a happy camper. hopefully, in my book, I want it to pay me again and again and again and again and again. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a really nice looking squeeze page. We call this a squeeze page. The first thing that people see when they are learning about this product over here. And we're not going to sell this directly. So let's say this over here was a, let's see. Let's say you wanted to sell a, let's say you're a dog groomer and you wanted to sell a pack of training sessions. Okay? Could be anything. You think of what you're trying to sell, and this will work the exact same way. So, dog trainer, you want to sell a training, let's say a 10 pack or 10 series, whatever you want to call it. 10 pack training series, dog training series. Okay. And you want to sell that product for, let's say the product is $120. I don't even know how much dog training costs because I've never been smart enough to take my dog. But let's say it's 120 bucks, all right? Because we got to start somewhere. So you got a 10 pack dog training pack that costs $120. Someone over here on the internet, they're looking around, they have a bad puppy, they have a puppy, they need to, or they have a dog that's not listening, and they're looking around, or like, they're typing in, how do I get my dog to behave, and they come across this page. And what you want to do is, you don't want to just put on here, you could do this, but I'm going to show you a better way. You could put on here something about, I'll train your dog to da 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 da. Your dog will da 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 da. You put a bunch of benefits, right? And you make it really sound appealing. You could even do a video. Videos are great, by the way. But you're leading with $120, and they don't know you. They don't know if your training is going to be, good. You can put some reviews on there. You can do all kinds of things, and you might get some sales. But it's better because you want to get paid for people that don't decide not to hire you right now. You want to collect an email, but it'd be great to give them an opportunity to get to know you a little bit. Let me give you an idea if you are a dog groomer here. Rather than you having to physically have dogs come to you, meaning you're limiting your market to your general area, wherever people can drive in. And you might be a great dog groomer and you love physically working with the dogs, but you're limited to your income. You're limited to your income that you can actually physically do. And if you get hurt or can't work for whatever reason for a little bit, can't train dogs, your income goes to zero, doesn't it? So I want you to start thinking about building your even brick and mortar business. How can you expand to build that on the internet? One of the ways you could do that as a dog groomer, and there's usually a way to do it no matter what your business is to do a video training series where you demonstrate, and then the person that owns the dog actually can watch your video and model it. Watch your video and model it. So basically, they're going to learn how to do it themselves. That opens your dog training up to everybody. And it allows you to make a lot more money. So you could charge a lot less for the training series because you only had to make it once. Once it's made, it's just a cash machine for you. So think those terms. Start thinking those terms. So this is an option, but let's change it a little bit. Let's make it better for you. Let's make you more money, okay? Sound good, right? So we're going to make it a video series instead. Video series, dog training. And what you want to do is try to specialize. We talked about this in the first video. Drill down. Really get specialized. If you are really interested in a certain dog breed, or if you want to focus on just puppies, or if you want to focus on older dogs who people kind of have given up on. They don't think they can be trained. If you have a sub niche, but then a sub niche, remember we talked about going 2 down from the main level so that you can really become an expert at that particular one thing. Don't think broad, think narrow and go from there. So video series, dog training, and then you could talk about maybe puppies. Although that's still pretty broad. You can talk about Labrador puppies. You can talk about if maybe there's a certain kind of puppy that really has a hard time learning something. Think along those terms, okay? But we're gonna have video series, and we're gonna sell it. It's gonna be a series, okay? And then you can talk about what's in this series. But there's an entire series. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a funnel, a sales funnel, where we're going to go all the way back here to that first page we were talking about. We're going to splinter something off of this final product that we can use to entice them. We're going to give them a little taste of what this final product is going to be. And it's going to be so juicy and so good that they're going to want more because they're going to get a result. You're confident you can get them a result. So what we're going to do is we're going to take either one of these lessons, let's say it's a five video series, and you can do this a couple ways depending, and I encourage you to test. But you could take one lesson or one of these videos or one lesson off of one of these videos. So let's say you wanted to, one of the video series was teaching the puppy not to jump up onto your body. That could be one video or one tip over here. So you could have a video tip over here. You could say opt in below for a sample of the training where I'll teach you how to prevent your puppy from jumping up on people when they come into the house. The correct way, and then you can even put a little blurb. Most people get this wrong, because they might be thinking, "Well, I know how to do that. Just lift up my knee." You want to put a little something that entices them a little bit. Most people get this wrong. See why? Here's the correct way to do it. Something enticing that they're going to want to click. Then you're going to say, "Put your name in." This is the big part. Put your name in to get the video. And we'll talk more about specifics on the building of the landing page. I just want you to get the concepts now. So you got that page. You've enticed them. You've made it really juicy. You're going to give them, so you're offering on this page to give them something of value. That's the hook. You're hooking them with what we call this a lead magnet, an offer that is not this, but you want to splinter off something that of course will lead them to this. You don't want to offer over here, get my free video on how to play guitar. If you're gonna, what you want to lead them to over here is to buy a series about dogs training, right? So it has to be congruent, and that's why it's the best thing to do is to take something off the whole or something that meshes really well with this, that they're gonna want to take another step up. Okay, so they're going to get this video. It's going to go right over to their email inbox. As soon as they opt in, they put in their email, they're going to get the video right away. The video is going to do a couple things for you, right? First of all, they're going to get to see you. They're going to get to see your technique. They're going to get to see how much you love dogs. They're going to learn just a lot about you. And you can be introducing yourself. You always want to tell a little bit of a story about yourself. Why are you doing this? And in this particular arena, with all of the stuff available on Amazon, all of the stuff available on eBay for really, really low prices, you don't want to have to compete against a Walmart on price. You'll never ever win. You've got to be smarter. And how you do that is you give them something extra that there's no way that a Walmart could do. Okay? And we're going to talk about that more later, but think along, what can I do that's going to be part of my personality? There's no way Walmart or Amazon or anybody else can duplicate this. So people are going to want to come to my website get my product right from here, and they are willing to pay the extra amount that I need to charge to make a living, because I'm going above and beyond. They feel like I'm the one that would be good. I mean, you could do something as simple as it could be something like going and having them send you a picture of their dog, and you giving them back. And this is this has nothing to do with dog training, but it could be a bonus. You could give a bonus, and that's one of the things we'll talk about, is giving bonuses for action. But you could go over, there's a site you can go over to called Fiverr, and you could get something made for $5, something really nice, a little picture, a hand-drawn picture of their dog. You could give that back as a gift for taking an action, for buying this. That could be a bonus. And when you buy this, because I know you love your dog, if you send me a picture of your dog, more interaction, I'm going to send you back, and then you just go right on over. You can have it built right into your price. Costs you $5 to get the picture drawn. They'll love it, and you can give that to them, and you can come up with the checklist. Here, that can be another bonus. It can be part of your video series. Here's my 5-point checklist for each video in this series. There's a 5-point checklist to make sure you're staying on track and you don't forget to do anything. Think of all the different things that you could do to help them. Maybe you want to do an MP3. There's all kinds of things we'll talk about, okay? The process, though. So you've got this nice page. It's talking about the splinter, which in this case, we're going to do one video series or one part of one of these videos. We're going to offer it to them for free. They're going to put their email in. You're going to build your list. And you got them on, and now you've got a subscriber in your list. Okay? Now there's different ways to do the funnel from here. You can then bump them up right to this, or you can give them an opportunity to view this by waiting a day or two. You could offer at this point, once they're on your list, your first email could be some additional tips, or there's all different kinds of things that you could do. You could direct them to, maybe you have a page, maybe you have a get to know me page, we have tips, maybe you have a blog, you want to introduce your blog, they go over there, there's other things to buy on there, but mostly they're getting to know you, they're getting comfortable with the fact that you're an expert. So you definitely would want to direct them to different ways to get to know you more. But then you can also say, oh, by the way, I know you're going to enjoy this. I know you're going to enjoy this video about da da da. But before you go start watching it, I have a special offer to you as a new subscriber. So special, and it doesn't have to be this wording, but special new, sorry, this is so sloppy with how I have to write this. That was really bad. New subscriber, sorry, this is really hard to, new subscriber offer. Basically it's the big old, it's the one-time offer. You've seen those on anything you've ever bought online. They always offer you an upsell. So they get you in at a low price or free. So the lead magnet's free. So you offered the video series for free. So usually the first step is to offer something for free on your page. That's what we did. Then you can do a one-time offer of a lower price, which is going to be, it could be anywhere from $7 up to $10 up to $17. It really kind of depends on your niche and price points and things, but a lower cost offer. So you can either offer them free or something low cost to get the email. It's usually free. It's usually not paid. So to get the email, you offer something free. Then you could say, thank you very much for putting in your email to get my free video. I know you're gonna love it, and it's on the way to your inbox. But before you head over there to watch it, I've got something special for you as my new subscriber, and I know you're gonna love it. And you talk about, and it's basically that's a thank you page, and it's redirected them over to another offer page. So it's the first paid offer. Okay, don't worry if you're not getting all this because I don't have examples, because we're going to look at examples in the next video on part 2 of this. I just want you to get the concepts. I want you to start thinking as I'm talking and giving ideas. So we're going to offer them the first paid offer, which, like I said, you can go right to the higher offer, right to the video series that we're trying to sell here, which was the entire training series, or you can upsell them. Maybe you gave them one lesson off of that video, okay? Maybe you gave them one lesson, that one lesson, which was how to prevent the dog the right way from jumping up on you. But the video series that has that part is a little bigger. It talks about some other things. Maybe that's the part, the video series where you talk about, keeping them from doing some other bad things, like getting up on the furniture or getting in the garbage or some of the other nuisance things that dogs can do. And you want to upsell them. I know you're going to love this video clip, so I wanted to offer you this one. I wanted to offer you this special offer as a new subscriber, where you can get the entire you can get this entire video that goes over some additional things, for only, and give them an unbelievably low price, $5. Doesn't even matter. The whole point is to keep them involved, keep them active, keep them looking at your offer and building rapport, continuing to build rapport, and make it really, really good. It doesn't matter what the price is. And then give them the opportunity to click a payment button. Okay? And then you can leave it, or you can upsell them. If you can do two different ways. You can have two different routes. If they say no thanks, you have a no thanks, then they go right over and they've got the video in their box. And if they say yes, then you could upsell them to the whole video series right away. Or if they said no and you had offered them something at a let's say you had offered it at $10 and they said no, and you could then downsize them to a lower price. You could say, oh, I'm sorry you decided not to jump on this special offer. I understand you really kind of have to get to know me and you want to make sure that I'm going to be able to help you get results. I understand that. So how about this? I'll give it to you for $5. I've got a 30-day guarantee, and if you don't like it, you've gotten a deal, but you still have the opportunity to get it 100% refund. Do something like that. Give them a really good guarantee. And then you could even offer in the downsell. Don't worry about the technical stuff of putting all this together. There's tools that help you do all of this. The more important thing is to have down what you want. We'll use a mind map, a tool to do that, so you know exactly what you're doing, where you're going, and what you want to achieve. Right now, I just want you to start thinking like an entrepreneur about collecting emails, where you want to shoot them off, how do you give them value at the same time monetizing so you can stay in business. And then you can always offer bonuses. People love bonuses. They will pay more if they get a bonus than they will if they just get a product. You can sell the product for more if you get a bonus, or you're going to sell more of the product if you give away bonuses. All right. So that's kind of the concept. You can upsell, you can downsell, you can wait a couple days and then go back in. But the thing you never want to do is you've got somebody else's product over here. You've got somebody else's product. You've chosen someone else's product. You haven't designed your own product. You don't have your own business. You can do all of this stuff that I'm talking about with someone else's product. if you pick the right product. And if you don't have, it's easier with your own, but if you picked a product where there was, for one of my products is a tool suite, MPN Builder Tool Suite. It has a bunch of different tools. You could splinter off something about one of those tools. You could give something for free here, the free offer. It was a cheat sheet, a PDF, something like that. A video, how-to video, etc. Then you could upsell for about $7. Something that has to do with this. We're going to monetize this. We're going to be getting some money. This money is going to help us pay for our advertising even when people don't buy this. It's called a funded proposal. If you can sell something here to people that aren't going to buy this, at least you've covered your advertising costs. And we're going to talk more about what you can pick, what your product is. But I want your feedback. Give me some examples of what you're currently selling or what you'd like to be selling. And then I will in the next video try to incorporate, give you some ideas about how you might be able to take what you want to, where you want to go, where do you want to lead them, and come up with some ideas, some really sizzling, tempting ideas that people are going to really drool over. They're going to salivate. They're going to want to find out more. They're going to want to purchase your lower cost items. They're going to want to connect with you because we're going to brand you as a leader. We're going to give you some juice, some power, and then you're going to start building your list. And once you start building your list, you're on your way to really becoming a professional online marketer. It's very, very important though. Don't ever start trying to build a business without, from the very beginning, start to build a list. And then the money's not in the list, but if you build a good relationship with your list, if you provide value to your list, you are going to be able to sell them stuff in the future as long as you keep giving them things to buy that are valuable that they can use. If you could use a product, you appreciate the person or the company that told you about that product, don't you? You start developing a good, warm, fuzzy feeling. Oh wait, yeah, Sue told me about this great thing last time. I really like that. Let's see what she has to offer this time. Sue showed me a really good training that helped me out last time. Let's see what kind of training does she have to offer this week. See what I mean? As opposed to just sell, 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 sell. You want to give value. You want to give tips. You want to give techniques. You want to get people to subscribe to your YouTube channel. You just want to pour on the value so that when you do want to sell them something, they're going to know it's going to be quality. They're going to want to buy it. They're going to thank you for offering it. And they're going to share testimonials with you, and they're going to share their reviews with you, and it's just going to be win-win-win. You want to really try to build a culture, a community around your brand, a following. You want a following. Think Apple. Apple's perfect at this. People will pay so much money for Apple products. They love Apple products. Maybe you're one of the iPhone, iPad, Apple fanatics who will stand in line for X number of hours to get that Apple product, and it's all because you want to be associated with that brand. So lots to cover still to come, but I want your feedback on this video, so make sure you get it. I'm going to try to put a some kind of comment system this time so you can start commenting back to me so I can really get a feel. There's a lot of good things coming up to help you move forward, but shoot me over those questions. Let me know what you want to sell. Let me know if you watched that first video. If you didn't, go back. You should be able to click it on this page and go back to video 1. Watch that. We could go into much more depth on any one of these areas, but I want you to get the concepts. I want you to start thinking. I want you to get a plan together, and I want you to take action and tell me how it's going for you. We're going to be moving forward to the next step, which is actually showing you examples of some of these things and what should you actually have on the page, the first page, and some more examples of, if this is your product, what could you offer on the front end? Because that's something that held me up for a long time is, okay, I'm trying to get them here, but what can I offer over here? How can I create something over here, and how do I create it? How do I connect it all together? So those are the things we're going to be talking about in the next video, and it could get long. I'm going to try to see how we can segment it out to help you better, but Keep the feedback coming. I need the feedback to know how we're doing, what you're still not understanding, so I can clarify that. And I want to make sure that you're not just ignoring these, that you're actually watching them, implementing them, and they're actually helping you. So let me know, good, bad, ugly, otherwise. I can only get better if you help me get better. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on video 3, which will probably be part 2 of video 2, and we'll go from there. So take care. See you soon.